how that feeling goes. Trust me, trust me. So it's a good thing. It's a great thing. And you know, the beautiful thing about it is your children are doing it at the right time because we're going into our 6th year. You know, for the brand new school, it takes time. You know, it just takes time to get things right. And I really feel with the team that we have with Mr. Coach Hobbs, Ms. Jackson, you'll meet the rest of the team, Ms. Kennedy, Dr. Mason, Ms. James, Ms. Jemison. You'll meet them all. And the good thing about it is that you'll see that they have a lot of things planned out and the part that your child plays in it. Now, I have the tough part. I have the tough part. The reason why I have the tough part because I'm the one that need to talk to you about the cell phone policy that has been changed in the state of Arkansas. Every one of y'all should receive a sheet of paper on the yonder pouches. If you can pull that out, I would greatly appreciate it. Every one of y'all got that sheet of paper. Effective starting on August 11th, first day of school. First day of school, right here. Effective August 11th. This is state law. This ain't my rule. This ain't Dr. Wright, superintendent's rule, school board rule. This is a law that was adopted by our governor and that was passed by a legislator. And he made it effective as of March for the start of this school year. What does that mean? That means there's 3 bodies that are responsible for making sure the law is being executed. The superintendent, the principal, and the school teachers. We're held liable in making sure that we do this. Put the children's phones in pouches. So what we have done as a plan, we have different plans that you can choose from. The one that we chose was every day when your child comes to school, they will be wanded like a TSA to make sure that they have their cell phones out that will be placed in this pouch. That's the option we work with. Every phone will be placed in this pouch, okay, every day. All right, now seniors, I know how you are about your phones. I get it. I'm grown. I get it. But with any law, I cannot drive without what? A driver's license. If I get caught without a driver's license, what happens? You get what? A ticket. It depends how often I do it. I get what? Arrested. It's a law. Even though you may know how to drive, you have to have what? A driver's license. It's a law. This is no different than anything else. It's a law. Right? Trust me. I'll be the first one to admit it's a lot of work because I got to do this for 2,100 students every day. We got to put every phone of every student every day in this pouch. If they have earbuds, we got to put it in the pouch with their phone. If they have a smartwatch, we have to put it in the pouch. If they bring a tablet or iPad or a computer, laptop, we have to confiscate it because they're not allowed to have it in class. That's the law. That's the law. Now, we got to collect these, and when the child gets this pouch, we'll put the phone in, we'll lock the pouch. We'll have the pouch locked. As you can see, it doesn't open up. The pouches themselves, one pouch, $30 a piece. One pouch. This pouch costs $30. Tariffs are real. $30 for this pouch. The reason why I'm saying that over and over again, when your child gets a working pouch in the morning, this pouch is working. They can't open it. It works. Not broken. They get a working pouch. They will need to return a working pouch. We will collect pouches from the students at 3:40 every day. We're going to literally, the school counselors, security, admin, and teachers will walk all 400,000 square feet of the school, all 400,000 square feet of the school, and collect the pouches back from your children. But when we collect it back, we need to collect back what? A working pouch. A working pouch. If the pouch is broken or damaged in your child's possession, there will be a bill that will be placed on your senior account for $30. $30. I got to tell you this. I want to make sure we're all on the same page. Because if they get a working pouch, they got to turn in a working pouch. That means they will be in possession of this pouch and their phone the entire day. We do not collect it. We give it to them. We tell them, put it in your book bags. Put it in your book bag. So you won't lose it. Put it in your book bag. And at the end of the day, we'll disconnect it from the magnets, disconnect it, pop right out, open back up, take the phone out, and collect the pouch. It's real simple. It's simple in regards to doing it. It's extensive in regards to implementation for us as a school. But I promise you one thing as a building principal, I promise you this, I'm going to try to make it as convenient as possible for your children. Right? We don't want to try to disrupt classes. We talked to all the teachers. We showed the teachers how to do it today, how to work it. We had the teachers actually do the simulations with us. But our job is to make sure that the first 2 weeks of school, we create that repetition, that pattern, and get it going. But this is the policy. Okay? This is the policy. All right? Now, if your child says, I'm not putting my phone in the pouch, I'm not doing it, that's fine. You just want to get to come to school that day. You just want to get to come to school that day. You'll get to go to in-school, they're sitting there, we'll give you a call to come get your child. Because the law is, you got to what? Put that phone in his pouch. It's not a choice. It's not a choice. And I hope as seniors, you're mature enough to understand that. I expect some pushback from freshmen, but as seniors, come on, you got to get out of here. It's time to go. It's time to graduate and come back. So just comply. Just comply. Now, can they leave my stuff in the car? Yes. Leave your stuff in the car. Leave it in the car. That's fine with that. You ain't got to bring it into the school. You can leave it in the car. That's not an issue. I welcome that. Okay? Leave it in the car. Now, if the child goes to Metro, AM Metro, we'll lock it in the pouch. They'll go to Metro with the pouch. They'll come back from Metro with the pouch. Okay? If your child goes to Metro in the afternoons, PM Metro, what we will do is unlock the pouch, put them on the bus to Metro. When they get to Metro, Metro will put it in the pouch. And when they leave Metro, we'll unlock the pouch. And when they get back on campus, because the buses come back sometimes a little late, we'll get them on the bus to get them home. All right? Field trips, if the field trip goes beyond 4 o'clock, we unlock the pouches. The field trip is before 4 o'clock, the pouches stay locked up. Football games, basketball games, travel, whatever like that, we unlock the pouches when they go out of town for meets. So the pouches be unlocked, they'll have their phones with them. So there's a lot of different things that we got to deal with, a lot of different factors we got to deal with from that perspective. So I asked the senior class for your patience. I asked parents for your patience because, again, this is a new law that we have to implement. But it's something that we have to do. Okay? Because, again, my license, my teacher's license, the school superintendent's license, it's all tied to these pouches that we have to do with the level of fidelity. All right? Like I told the staff, sometimes not voting has consequences. Yeah? 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 So if you have an issue with it, complain to your state legislator. Send a letter to the state legislator. Hey, why are we doing this for the public schools and the charter schools and not the private schools? Hello? Or the private schools don't have private cell phones? Oh, okay. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay? So just something to keep in mind. Okay? Because again, we have to enforce this. All right? So I brought the bag, and she wanted me to say, I don't want to do it, you do it, Mr. Max. Okay, so I brought the bag, now it's time for some fun. So I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Jackson so we can have some fun. We will have more meetings. I'm having another meeting on Thursday from 5:30 to 6:30. I'll be less than that, 5:30 to 6 o'clock. If you want to try the pouches out, you want to come in, we could put your phone in there, lock it up, unlock it, so you can at least see the durability of the pouch, the security of the pouch. So we'll do that this coming Thursday. This coming Thursday at 5:30 in this same space. If you have questions about the pouches, concerns from that perspective, I have no problem passing pouches out to every parent. You can try it out for yourself and see that, trust me, we're not trying to take their phone, but we got to do the law, okay? All right, thank you. Ms. Jackson?
Okay, dope. Okay, guys, so senior sponsors, Mr. Hobbs, will you stand, please? He's the short guy just stood up right there. All right, Mrs. James, where are you? Then you have Miss Jimerson. She's in the back there. All right, then you have Mrs. Kennedy. Okay, she'll be back in a minute. Dr. Mason. And Mr. Hobbs is up there twice. You must be real important, Mr. Hobbs. Who? Oh, of course, and then our counselor, Mrs. Bennett, stand up, Miss Bennett. She's rocking one of our senior shirts, guys. If you hadn't gotten a senior shirt, you need to get one. Parents, family, you're welcome to buy a senior shirt. It is putting everything, it's a throwback type of shirt, has the radio, the records, it says LRSW Senior 2026 Vibes Only. So it's a really, really cute shirt. You gotta get a shirt. Okay, dokie. So, and we have our counselors, which parents on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, we have what's called Counselors Corner in the cafeteria. There is no excuse why a 12th grader should not know who their counselor is by now. You guys need to get in there and talk to your counselors. If you're missing credits, if you need to make up something, if you don't know, then that's the way to find out. You need to make sure you go and talk to your counselors, okay? Remember, we have Wing Wednesday and Counselor's Corner.
Hello, how are you all? It's been a long day, so I'm gonna try to make this, get as much information out to you. After the first 10 days of school has started, the counselors will be meeting, we'll do a classroom visit, and then we'll do individual meetings with your seniors to make sure that they're on track and that they have everything that they need to graduate. And as you can see, traditional graduation, they have to have 22 state required courses. I have a lot of seniors, juniors, students come to me and say, hey, I have 22 credits, I should be able to graduate. That's not the case. Little Rock School District has it set up for you to graduate with at least 32 credits. So we have to make sure that you have the 22 state required courses. That's 4 Englishes, 4 maths, 3 sciences, 3 social studies, PE health, a fine art elective, and 6 career focused courses. This class is the first graduating class that will have to have computer science. A full year of a computer science elective. That could be robotics, computer programming, or mobile apps development. If they fail one semester of that course, they will not be able to graduate. They will have to pass a full year. So if some of you have taken, say, programming and you failed first semester, we're going to make sure that you get that second semester. If you're currently in the course this year, make sure you pass both semesters, because if you fail one of those semesters, you will not receive your diploma on the day of graduation, and you will have to go to summer school. This is a state requirement. If your child wants to graduate as an honor grad, they would have had to have 6 to 8 pre-AP or AP courses and 2 years of a foreign language and a 4th science and a 4th social studies. And you would have to graduate with a 3.5 GPA by the end of your senior year to graduate with honors. We're asking that any seniors who need a letter of recommendation from a counselor or from anybody, make sure that you ask them 2 weeks in advance. If you're filling out for scholarships, we're asking that you make sure that you get with a person that you know can write you a letter of recommendation. Have them write you one good one, and just have them tweak it for every scholarship that you may apply for. Students, since we no longer will have the cell phones, it's going to be very important that you use Schoology. That's where we're going to put a lot of our information out for seniors. That's where we list all of the scholarships that come across our way. We put all that information in Schoology. That's the way that you can email your counselors at any time through Schoology. That's where we're going to put that information out. Seniors, we have to know when you receive a scholarship. So anytime that you are awarded a scholarship, please get that information to your counselor, because we keep up with those totals, and we announce those totals during graduation. And we put it in the program for graduation so everyone can see what you receive as far as scholarships are concerned. Also, seniors, if you have not already have done your CPR training through your health class, you need to do that before graduation is over with. If you've taken health, there's a section during the health time, you should have done the CPR training. And your counselor will let you know if you have the CPR training or not. ACT, if you have not taken your ACT, or you do not like your scores from the first time that you've taken the ACT, get with your counselor. If you qualify for free and reduced lunch, you get up to 4 fee waivers to take the ACT. The first ACT test is in September. I believe that deadline has passed. I'm not for sure. But the next one will be in October. We are trying to do our best as a school. One of our sites is here. You can take the ACT here at Southwest. But we need you to register for those tests and show up. We've lost the test twice last year because we didn't get enough students signed up for the ACT. If you get the ACT now costs like $65 to take it, $65, $69. If you qualify for a fee waiver, please take the test. It's free, and your scores are good for 5 years. Whether you think you're going to leave and go straight to college or not, take advantage of taking this test, and you get to take it 4 times for free. So make sure you get with your counselor to see if you qualify for their fee waiver. Accuplacer. That's another test, placement test that a lot of Arkansas schools use. You would have to get with our career coach and get with him. That's Mr. Aubrey. He will be giving the test every Thursday. A few weeks after we get back, once school gets going, you can sign up and take the test with him. That's also free. If you're interested in going to the military, you need to take the ASVAB. We will start, I'm not for sure our first test date. We're going to shoot for the end of September for that first test date for the people who are interested in taking the ASVAB. And I also encourage any and everybody to take it because you can use that as like a study guide to the ACT because they have the same similar questions, and that's free. Guys, you should know by now what you want to do or have an idea. You need to start applying for college. You need to start applying for college now. College, trade school, whatever you think you may want to go, you need to start applying now. I think that is it. If you're playing sports and you think you want to go to a D1, D2 school or a 2-year JUCO college, you need to go ahead and start filling out for the NCAA and NAIA. If you're going to play sports, you need to go ahead and get with your coach and get that information filled out so we can start uploading your grades into that. Any questions? Yes, ma'am. Not this class. Not this class. Do we need volunteer hours? Does this senior class need to have the 75 volunteer hours? No, they do not have to have the 75. It looks good on their resume for college. We encourage them to go ahead and do volunteer hours. I'm sorry. You can go anywhere. You can go to your churches, local, the library and do it. But we also look in Schoology because we had offered volunteer hours. We have companies who send us information looking for volunteers, and we'll put that information in Schoology. And we also are giving them opportunities here at school to do volunteer hours. Yes, sir. The ASVAB. ASVAB, yes. He asked what was the test I suggested that they take to help with the ACT, and that was the ASVAB. And we also have a link in ClassLink that students, I can't think of it right now, but we'll put it on Schoology, where students can go study for the ASVAB, can go study for the ACT. It has a lot of good study materials. So we'll make sure we get that. That's like it. The acuplacer. Some students with the acuplacer, it's not time. Some students do better with the acuplacer because they don't feel rushed. Say that you do well on the ACT in English and in science, but you don't do well in math. Some students take the acuplacer to replace their ACT score. So it has its benefits. Mm-hmm.
I wanted to, it was brought to my attention that now you all have been introduced and have the promise in play. The promise. Yeah. About the promise, it was brought to my attention during registration that now they have the promise, and this is the second year that they have started offering that, thanks to Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Okay,
We'll go get it for
information.
registration.
Okay,
We're
yeah.
sorry.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Any more questions? All right, thank you.
So parents and students, I would say at this time, everybody should know how many credits you have. If you don't know what your GPA is and how many credits you have, you behind the 8 ball. You should know those things so that when you, now this year in the 12th grade, you already know that you can't slack on some stuff. Everybody has to pass 12th grade English. You cannot not pass 12th grade English without having to make it up or go to summer school. Your 4th year of math, you have to have math. You have to, if you're in quantitative lit, we don't have anybody where else to move you. You're going to have to smile and like that teacher because we only have 1 or 2, right? So know where you are. Know what you need. This is your future, your responsibility, okay? Know what you need. Parents, ask your students like, hey, how many credits do you need? Because you can only get 8 in 1 year, and if you need 10, we got to figure something else out.
I'm going to say this. Now, I don't believe there's anybody in here that follows under this, but if you do not have 16.5 credits, you will not be classified as a senior until semester. You may be in English 4. You may be in quantitative reasoning or statistics, but if you do not have that 16.5 credits, you will not be classified as a senior. I have some students who do not have that 16.5. So, I'm going to say this again. Do not get upset if they say you cannot take senior pictures because you don't have 16.5, because they asked us. So if you do not have, when it comes to graduation, and if you do not have those 22 state required courses, I don't care if you have 27 credits, but if you do not have those 22 state required courses, you will not get a chance to walk across that stage. So make sure that this is your senior year. Make sure you have a good senior year, and make sure you handle business. Because you will not get to walk this year if you do not have that 22 state required courses to graduate. Okay.
Okay, so now, this is what everybody been waiting on, for me to talk about money. So I'm going to be like the pastor right now, y'all. Okay? Because when you go to church, you always want the lights on, right? Or wherever you go, you glad you came in here, we got the lights on. It's cool. Everybody ain't hiding, sweating. We don't have to sit outside. Well, it's the same thing with seniors and the things that we want to do. We want to go to Top Golf, but we can't go if nobody buys the packages. If you don't pay, we don't get to play. I had to buy a senior T-shirt, right? I gave my money, and then one time I bought somebody a change, and they didn't even give me my change back. Y'all remember that? But anyway, so we need you guys to support. We need your support. We need you. If you want to do these things, if you want to have a senior breakfast, if you want to go to prom, if you want to have the yearbook, if you want to go skating, and I don't know about y'all parents, but I know how to skate. Anybody grew up skating? Giggles and Showboat? I'm telling my age now, Anna. Hey, if y'all want to do these things, we need you to pay for your senior packets. So we have 3 packages. We have the green package, which is the basic package, and you can kind of see everything that you get. You move to the purple package, and we add in a sweatshirt. And then if you go to the silver package, you also get an ad in the yearbook. We want you to support our yearbooks. Like, if you guys haven't seen the yearbook from 24, 25, you're missing out. It was the best yearbook. And in the back, it had the prettiest pictures of these babies who, now they 18, they don't look nothing alike, but somebody told them that was their baby picture, right? But anyway, we want that. We want you guys to support the yearbook. Okay? So what we will have is a QR code, and we will also send it home where you can pay online. We're trying to go cashless. So you will be able to pay for these things online on OSP. You'll select the package that you want, and then you'll go forth. Now, when we take a field trip, you have to have a T-shirt. You have to wear your T-shirt to that field trip. That's how we know that you belong to us. That's how, and we'll have the same T-shirts on. We will support. The dates, we have senior pictures, which we're going to come back to that, and Dr. Mason will talk about that. But they're going to be next week during the school day. The sitting fee is $25, and she'll explain to you what you get with that. But in September, the hope is that we go to Top Golf. We don't have an exact date yet because things are, can change a little. But in the month of September, we will be going to Top Golf. If you've never been before, you'll have a ball, whether you know how to play golf or not, as long as you don't fall over the little thingy thing. All right, then homecoming week. Again, like, this should be the best of the best. You guys have to show up and show out. Homecoming week, y'all got to dress up. Y'all got to come prepared. Y'all got to show the 9 through 11 graders who this school belongs to, right? And for this year, it belongs to us. And so let's see here. Then we've got the food truck festival, the senior mix and mingle. December is going to be a time to give back. We'll do a toy drive. I was thinking about maybe, Carolyn or something, but that is going to be where we give back in December. January, MLK Day of Service. Again, we're still giving back. February, we want to go to Larry's Pizza, where we can eat all we can eat until we just fall out. Then we'll go skating. Prom is in April. That's when y'all gonna really show out, I know, right? I just can't wait. And then we have our Senior Fest, Decision Day, graduation May the 21st. And let me tell you about graduation, parents. Graduation will be held at 8:00 a.m. 8:00 a.m., right? We're the first ones, which is very good, because if y'all went to graduation last year to any other school, it was kind of, it was a lot of congestion. We're the first ones to graduate. It'll start at 8 a.m. Seniors, you will be there, I think, at 6:37. I know, right? It's so early, but we're going to get through it. We're going to make it through, and I can't wait. So we on the countdown. Any question about the calendar of events? Yes, sir.
Where's graduation being held?
Where is graduation? Barton Coliseum. Same place as last year. Yes. I'm going to put Dr. Mason on so she can explain senior pictures.
Okay, senior pictures. Senior pictures are scheduled for the 14th and the 15th during school time. $25. A $25 sitting fee is required. They will not be full shots. There will not be no like dress personal pictures like with your own clothes. We're gonna do shots with cap and gown. Girls are gonna do the drapes. Boys are gonna do the tuxedos. You will have a QR code by the end of the day. You will be able to see your pictures that you have taken by the end of the day. Just say if you take your pictures on the 14th, that evening you will be able to see all your shots.
And with the digital, you'll be able to download them and go print them out without having the copyright thing they put on them. They will not be on these pictures because you're paying for it. That you get those with the sitting fee. So that day, the next day, you can send them over to Walmart or Walgreens. They'll print them out for you, and then you'll have your pictures of these two things. Again, the drape for the girls, cap and gown for both, and then the boys in the tuxedos. 14th and 15th. We will let you guys know next probably Monday or Tuesday what date you actually have. Any questions? Okie dokie. I'm sorry. Oh.
Were the students polled to decide on the activities?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. We had a QR code and they
Can't hear you online. You gotta have a mic.
you gotta I'm loud, he heard me. Okay, can you hear me? Yes, ma'am. What we did was we had a QR code and we asked our students to nominate things that they wanted to do.
Okay.
And even with the shirt design, we asked for things. So yes, ma'am.
Number two, will there be any kind of events planned to help offset the price of these packages to help these seniors out, yes or no?
You know that it could be, and that would be a wonderful thing for the parents of the senior class to get together and decide on what fundraisers they would like to do. We welcome parent involvement to the fullest. So whatever you guys decide, I am there to support.
Okay, last question for now. If everything that's on this list doesn't happen that we paid for, will we get a refund of any kind?
Once you pay for it, we're going to do it.
Aye.
Now, we're going to do it. If we don't do it, yes, we would definitely give you your money back. But the goal is to do all of this and who knows what. Like, it's to be great.
I have two. The first one is there a deadline for the money to be due?
Yes.
What is that deadline?
We would say because of the fact that we're trying. Okay, y'all know I can yell. I'm trying to. Okay, because we're trying to do most of these events, the sooner that we can get a packet paid for and then get a head count of how many are wanting to attend, then yes, we need to put a deadline. The deadline we said was because we're trying to do Topgolf by the 18th of September. We really pretty much by the end of August, we need to pretty much have that taken care of and paid for because we have to send in and say how many we can, that's attending. We tried to do it but they wanted money up front, and I don't have $1,000 or $2,500 in my pocket to be able to do that and then guarantee that. Well, to say that I'm gonna get that back, or we get it back in the school account or whatever. So that's the reason why we're putting this out. But end of August
As soon as we can, we would like to be able to. Now, you can go in and add. You might say, I'll pay for this first packet first, but then you say, oh, I want to add this, and I can add that. You can do that, you know, because even on the ads for the yearbook, you got a fourth of a page, you got a half of a page, and then there's also a full page you can purchase. You know, so there's things that you can add, or, you know, we can kind of go through later and say, well, I already have this. But just for you all to know that the senior t-shirt is not the first t-shirt we had. It is also, it's another t-shirt, okay? So this first event, because we will not have that t-shirt completed, is this t-shirt we were selling at the end of the one with the theme, the Senior 26 Vibes. That starts us off, and then the senior class is supposed to design the second t-shirt, okay? So if they get together and come up with some ideas, and I mean creative ideas to the point to where it is not like you look on the internet and I see Uno out. I'm Uno'd out. I'm straight out of Southwest out, okay? We want some creative ideas. AI creates a lot of this. AI created that one, okay? So we want you all, as soon as you can pay for your packets, then we can start trying to, you know, get involved with all of the activities. And this, like she said, it's not to say that we will do those, but we can also add other things when it comes around, because we still got, November, December, January. And we can do other things, but it depends on the class itself.
And again, I would say parents, like, go ahead, and I'm going to leave it up to the two PTS ladies to go ahead and start that parent group. Get you these phone numbers or however you're going to sign up, and put these parents to work, because they've been working me for 12 whole years. It is time to put them to work. So I would say go ahead and get that group started, and let's look at some fundraisers. Let's look at how we can raise money to offset, because I know it is expensive. Go ahead, Ms. Kennedy.
Is there a list of individual prices? Like if my child didn't want to do everything in one packet, can I purchase one event individually?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. So when you log on the thing, you'll be able to select.
The a la carte, you're right.
Any more questions?
Up there, Ms. James.
Who had the question? Up here?
So if we don't want to buy the whole package, can we just, like, if we just wanted to go to prom, can we just buy the prom ticket?
Yes, ma'am. We will have that on the website for you. But we would, and I know your kids, because, you know, they probably like mine were a long time ago. They don't want to do nothing. Make your kids get up and enjoy this senior year. Like, this is your last year of high school. Enjoy it to the fullest, because you won't get another one. So think about before you start picking stuff, you know, and choosing. Enjoy it. Enjoy.
And listen, real quick. And I think this is the part that becomes so important for a school like ours. And I guess for me, my level of frustration as a principal. You know, I think about the Conways, the Benton, and the Bryan, and all these other schools that are outside of Little Rock. Let's not be the broke school. I'm sorry, I don't want to be disrespectful. Let's not be the broke school. Oh, okay, I want to do that. Listen, they came up with these packages because they want to have fun for you. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it could get kind of pricey, but a pair of Jordans costs more than this, and some of y'all wearing Jordans in school. I mean, you got to pick and choose what's important. You got to pick and choose what's important. So go back to the packages again, please. We got to pick and choose what's important. Let's not be that type of school. Let's end the year strong, end the year fun. Let's get the yearbook. Let's get the sweatshirt. Because when it's all said and done, you only get one breath, you only get one life. Parents, come on now. Some of you have regrets from your high school that you didn't do X, Y, and Z. Don't let your children make the same mistakes. Don't let your children make the same mistakes. Tell them, no, you live in my household, you're going to do this. Why not? Because when you get 25, 35, hopefully 55 like me, you'll be like, okay, yeah, I remember my high school graduate. I remember my prom. You get what I'm saying? There's certain things that you should take with you, because again, you only get one life, you get one breath. We want to make the most of it. Let's not nickel and dime something, because again, they tried to make this as bare bones as possible. I get it. It's tired. Don't get me wrong. Tariffs make things get more expensive. I get it. But again, when it's all said and done, we get what we want to get. Right? Don't buy that vape. Excuse me. No, okay. Don't buy that vape. Yeah, you hear me. Don't buy that vape. Yeah, that costs $45. Spend it on your package. So those are things that I'm talking about is you got to decide, put value behind certain things, because what you put value behind is what we want, what we'll do. And your children deserve the best. If we don't get enough participants, like the PTA president was saying, we don't get enough participants, we can't go. Everything is based off of volume. The more people that pay into it, the cheaper it is. The more people that pay into it, the cheaper it is. So yeah, you should go to Top Golf, but I can't go to Top Golf with 5 seniors. Right? Come on. So again, you want to have fun. I say no one ever hears that, oh, this school ain't fun. This school, when I first got, that's what they would say. We're trying to make it fun, but you got to show up. You got to show up, okay? All right, go ahead, Ms. Kennedy.
Also, a la carte will cost more, because what we did was we tried to bring this price down into a pack. I'm not sure if you all aware, last year's pack was first starting out was what, $300 or whatever. So we were bringing the price down. So when we a la carte, now you looking at an individual price that will cost more. You know, prom is not the same price in a la carte as it is in the packet. Okay? Everybody understand? Yes?
Question is asked, is cap and gown part of the package? And Ms. Kennedy, you said no. Okay.
Cap and gowns will be here September the 19th. Justin will be here on the 19th for the seniors to actually look at the cap and gown. And then they will be back on the 29th for the seniors to order their cap and gowns. Cap and gowns usually runs about $35 to $40. So.
Okay, and I was just talking about Miss Young and Miss Generick, and we forgot to add Miss Alexis on there too. So these ladies are going to work and get something together as far as parent volunteers, fundraisers or whatever, and whatever you guys decide to do, just know that I will support. I will be there. I will support. I ask that parents, this is your baby's senior year, if they play any kind of sports, band, cheer, dance, whatever, come on out and support. We want to be that school where we have a crowd no matter what. My son graduated from Central. We ain't win a game in 4 years. We scored 1 touchdown. You thought we won the Super Bowl. I lost my voice and everything. Y'all got to, come on, y'all can be those parents. It's y'all baby's senior year. So we need you guys. We want you on our campus. We want you here. We want to see you on Friday nights, Tuesdays, whatever the kids are playing, baseball, softball, tennis. We even got a bowling team. Y'all better show out with that purple at bowling night. We have a bowling team now. We have a new golf coach. So we have it all here. We got swimming. I don't do swimming, but I'll stand a little, wave at y'all. But come on, we got it all. Make sure your baby get involved. Even though they're in the 12th grade, it's not too late to get involved. We have all kind of clubs, National Honor Society. We've got student council. We're going to have the PEP club this year. We have everything. You're a senior. Get involved. Know something about your school. Okay? So get all in the yearbook. You want to go to everything. So every time we turn a page, like, dang, she here again? Yes, she was everywhere. Everywhere. All righty. So, do y'all go ahead? I'm sorry.
Good afternoon or good evening. I don't know how I got nominated. Our president back there, Ms. Young, thank you. and our secretary, Ms. Winters. My name is Shaniqua Generick. I'm the vice president of the PTSA. Like Ms. Jackson was saying, please get involved. When you came in, you should have gotten a sheet with all of the contact information for the PTSA. There's an email address on there. There's a phone number on there. Yes, we have a phone number now, y'all. So if you all want to get in contact with us, send us a text, send us an email, give us your contact information. I am one of the parent volunteers for the senior class, so please, please, please get involved. Let's make this class of 2026 the best class at Little Rock Southwest High. Also, don't just contact me because you want to get involved with the senior class. Scan that QR code. We need your help. Little Rock Southwest PTSA needs you. Please join us. Every year we have increased our membership. We want to make this one of the biggest membership drives this year. We're going to be out at football games. We're going to be at basketball games. So you're going to see our face. Please join us. We need you. We try to do a lot for the teachers and the students and the parents. This morning we served the staff grab-and-go breakfast, pastries, donuts, coffees, juice, and water, and that's not free. That's not free, you all. We had to pay for that. So please consider joining us. Please join us. You have a QR code on the sheet of paper that you have. You have our contact information with our email address and our phone number. We look forward to seeing you all in our email address. Miss Lee, I'm talking to you. She knew I was going to call her out, y'all. That's my niece. But we look forward to seeing your in our email, text message. We want you to come out and help us to support these babies. And we're not just supporting the senior class, all classes at Little Rock Southwest.
All right. And I think, is that the end? Is that the last slide? Maybe, sort of. Okay, questions, feedback, and input. If you have any questions, you got any feedback, or you got any input, go ahead and send me an email. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, put that in an email. Put that in the parking lot. Any questions, though, before we go home, and I'm going to let y'all go? Any questions? I will be around if you want to talk to me individually. Mr. Maxey will be here. Ms. Bennett, I don't know, but she's here right now. Then we got sponsors everywhere. So if you want to talk to us one-on-one, you're welcome to. If not, I'm not going to hold you any longer. Hey, Monday, it's on.